Masar Godolphin was born in September 2016, when His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, decided to give a select group of young UAE nationals the chance of a lifetime to travel to the UK and Ireland and immerse themselves in the exciting world of horse racing. First though, it's time to introduce them, starting with the 5 girls. Fatima will be on placement at the studs, while former UAE international high jumper Lamya will be based at the Godolphin offices, along with keen show jumper Khaloud. That leaves conservationist and experienced rider Noor to head to the pre-training yard, along with student Lamya, who has put her university course on hold to join the programme. The 4 boys are all aged between 21 and 24 and have a variety of equestrian experience. Mohammed and Sultan have endurance backgrounds, while Abdulaziz has already experienced success as an owner. That leaves Ali, who will attempt to switch his show jumping skills for race riding ones. We'll be alongside to see how they get on. This rather smart establishment is Godolphin's pre-training yard, Hamilton Hill on the outskirts of Newmarket. We've come along to meet with one of the trainees, Noor, who was here bright and early this morning riding, but this afternoon she's come back for evening stables. As far as I can see, that just involves mucking out, but we'll go and find out a little bit more because I think she's over here. How are you getting on, Noor? This doesn't look quite as glamorous.
Basically what we do here in the afternoon is muck out the stables, make sure that all the horses have clean water, they've got their feet, and brush them over, clean their hooves. Yeah.
So which horse are you looking after today? Is it an old friend of yours?
Yeah, I've been mucking out her stable now. This is the second day, and she's very, very, very sweet.
Okay, well, we'll let you get on. Don't hold you up. That looks heavy. I'm not even going to offer to help.
This always does the trick. Always come to a horse with a polo.
She knew you were coming over.
So in the evenings, it's a quick muck out. You just remove any of the stool or urine stains that are in the stables. And in the morning, you do a full cleaning, remove the shavings and put new ones in.
So how long would it take you normally in the mornings if you're taking everything out?
Depends on the person. I'm actually pretty slow. I'd say about like half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. People do it a lot quicker.
I know you've got your own horses back in Dubai, so you've done this before, but slightly differently, because obviously we have quite a few grooms in Dubai.
Yeah, we're a little bit, I don't want to say pampered, but we're lucky to have grooms in Dubai that do this. I personally like to have that quality time with my horse, so I do it on the weekends only. During the week, I don't really have time.
It's quite physical work, isn't it? You need to be pretty fit.
Yeah, your arms ache after a while, especially carrying the water buckets. The water is the hardest to do, I'd say.
So are you enjoying kind of the fact that you're back with horses and you're interacting with them every day as this part of the course?
Yeah. Honestly, it's really like having to work with them physically gives you great pleasure, I would say. It's just serenity.
Noor asked for this placement, having a real passion for the rehabilitation of horses and a love for animals in general.
I'm very interested in the rehabilitation and the rehoming. So the rehoming is also part of pre-training, but in a different building where they teach the horses that have retired to go into different disciplines. So from racing, they would go into like hunter jumping or dressage. And I think it's amazing to see that transition from being a racehorse to being another star somewhere else. So.
And that at the moment is a bit of it's a huge issue, isn't it? And Godolphin have been at the forefront of it, I think, really.
Yeah, they're they take really good care of their horses. It's a lifetime, life after racing, the program is called. So what they do after racing is they go into the field for like 6 months and just be a horse. Just roam around and like the fields and enjoy it. And then once they like calm down and like enjoyed it and stuff, then they slowly get them into work, into different disciplines depending on what their talent is. So, yeah.
Do you think that's what you'll do in the future, go into that direction?
Yeah, either the rehab or the rehoming. I've always been a fan of rehabilitating animals, whether it's horses or wildlife or, yeah, so it's always just helping the animals.
Noor has had a bad experience with horses, an accident rendering her unable to walk for several months. Undaunted, they are still a big part of her life, and she saved up for 9 years to afford a horse of her own. And you must be missing your horse.
Yeah, a lot, but it's nice to get to ride here as well. I know he's happy, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
As long as he's happy and enjoying his life.
And he's a competition horse. What were you doing with him back at home?
Yeah, I was show jumping with him. Yeah, we've come a long way. He's helped me a lot with my rehabilitation.
Yeah.
So.
Because you had a bad injury.
Yeah, I did. I had a really bad injury a few years ago, and it was a horse accident as well. So I wasn't really able to walk for like multiple years, and he's helped me go through it, honestly. But I'm walking now, so
yeah.
And mucking out and riding, so you can always come back from anything.
You seem very fit and well.
Yeah,
so it's a good story. So you really have got a strong bond with horses, not just because you love them, but because they've given you plenty as well.
Yeah, they always give back. I mean, in general, they can easily hurt you at any second, but they choose not to. So.
She seems to be quite enjoying your company.
Yeah. We've already created a bond.
Yeah, and the mints help.
This is the bond.
The pre-training yard is run by former trainer Declan Daly, who enjoys having the Masar trainees on board.
I think it's a fantastic idea of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, and it's a great opportunity for everybody even to get a chance to work with the students and the students working with us, and we enjoy having them here.
You've got Noor here at the moment.
Yep.
What's she been doing over the last couple of days?
Well, this is our second day, so it's a general just settling in sort of 48 hours. Been riding the hack, seems to be a good rider. I've been doing normal stable duties in the afternoons and doing a little bit of shadowing me in the mornings then as well. But settling in very quickly, so she'll be fine.
Yeah, she seems a natural horsewoman. And
Yeah,
got a lot
very
of
much.
experience.
She has her own horse back in Dubai, so it's not completely alien to her.
Is it a little nerve-wracking for you having students effectively come in here, bearing in mind you're dealing with young horses? They might be a bit flighty. Is that just a bit of a worry?
I actually enjoy it, and I'm all for promoting young people. I think it's very important. Everybody can't know everything about horses, and it's great to be able to share some of the knowledge.
We head back to Dalham Hall to check in with another member of the team.
So we're back at Godolphin HQ to meet another core part of the team here in the UK. Rob Sidaway is involved with trying to plan the programme for the Masar students while they're here. He's usually in this HR department, so we'll go and see if we can grab a word with him. They're pretty busy in here, as you would imagine, with so many people to look after, but see if we can nick 5 minutes. Hi Rob, how's it going?
Yeah, good, you?
Very good, thank you. Can we borrow you for a bit?
Yes, no problem.
So where are we going now?
We're going to head over to Hadrian's Stud. It's one of our stud farms based at Dalham Hall. Go have a word with Fatima and see how she's getting on work placement.
Okay, good. It sounds like one of the better placements to me.
Yes, they seem to love it, and they had all the Chinese interns there for about 6 or 7 years. So they're well versed on giving interns a good experience.
Brilliant, sounds great. So Fatima's based on site here, the stud is here at Dalham?
Yeah, so we have 12 satellite studs dotted all across Newmarket. The biggest sort of facility in a oneer is here at Dalham Hall, and there are 4 or 5 studs here, one of which is Hadrian Stud, where they have a big foaling barn and stuff, so hopefully we'll see Fatima with a few babies up there and a few mares as well.
And what I've noticed with the interns we've spoken to so far is they really seem to relax around the horses. They just love that hands-on experience.
Yeah, they've all grown up around horses, and that's their main motivation really. It's like anybody who works in the industry, it's just you've got to be passionate about horses, and that's sort of what comes first. And they all come from different backgrounds, whether it's show jumping or rehoming or endurance. But yeah, as soon as you get them in front of the horses, they seem very much at home.
So when you're devising this programme for them, I mean, where do you sort of start? Because obviously there's an academic element as well that's got to be incorporated.
Yeah, for sure. So I think there's probably about 4 prongs to the programme, if you like. They've got the academic experience that they gain at the British Racing School. They hear from guest speakers, lectures in Dubai. So very much your standard classroom-based equine academics, and then they get the practical side of things at the racing school. So they'll learn all stable management, tacking up, grooming, mucking out, all of the the sort of grassroots proper work on a yard. And then they have the practical riding, so they get to ride thoroughbreds, which none of them have done before. So that's really exciting, and they're all that's probably the bit that gets them most excited. And then we've got the work experience, the placements here, where they're embedded, doing real life work, meaningful work in various departments of their choosing, and that's where they get to see what it's really like to work in the industry, not just seeing the finished product running at the racecourse,
Do you find when you're speaking to trainers, maybe trainers that are slightly outside of the Godolphin fold, that they're happy to have them, or are they a little bit like, oh, we've got enough staff, we haven't got time to teach them? Because it can be a little bit of a hassle, for want of a better word, to have a work experience person.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, it probably is a bit of an imposition, but it's also a privilege. These are hugely bright people, and we found from last year, there's, and I said this at many junctures last year, I learnt as much from them as they did from me, and I think that goes for all the trainers here and outside of Godolphin that have had them on internships and stuff. It's very much a two-way street, and it's a lovely way to empower staff and give them a development opportunity. Head lads in different yards to be able to develop young, enthusiastic people from Dubai. I think it's a good opportunity for them as well.
So this is Hadrian Stud, is it?
This is Hadrian Stud. This is where Talismanic was bred, who won the Breeders' Cup last year.
Talismanic running well. Highland reel to the outside. Oh, Talismanic's going to take the lead here. Talismanic, Highland reel, and Beach Patrol coming down to the line. Talismanic, Beach Patrol fights on. Highland reel. Talismanic is the winner.
So you've been doing this walk every day, and you've been driving? Yeah. Good.
Fatima is the only trainee at Hadrian Stud during what is a quiet time for that part of the operation, which is mainly foaling units. However, there are mares and foals out in the fields, which means plenty to be done out there. Fatima's job is cleaning water troughs, not a glamorous one by any means. 1 trough down, but 7 to go. I think we'll leave her to it. Fatima's placement sees her move around the studs, so the following day we went back to see her again.
Well, we're in a paddock of superstars here. This is certified winner at Maidan a few years ago, and this is Fatima, who I think is really enjoying your time here at the stud, aren't you?
I am.
What sort of things have you been doing?
Leading the horses and feeding them, and I've been cleaning the tanks and Hadrian studs, and yeah, that's it.
And you can tell when you're with the horses how much you love them, and you really relax around them, don't you?
Yeah, I am. It's really nice to be surrounded by horses and foals.
And I guess it's quite a quiet time to be here at the stud. Obviously, a lot of the foals have moved on, but you're managing to find enough to do?
Yeah, because I'm doing the studs in the morning, and this week I'm going to racing office at the afternoon. So I'm doing bits in here and there. So yeah.
What's been the best bit of what you've done so far?
I think being with the foals all the time. Yeah.
Get one right behind you, about to come and mug you. And tell us a bit about your sort of background with horses. Have you been around them your whole life?
No, I had no experience with horses before, and I always wanted to be around horses. So this is really a great opportunity for me to be here, and I'm really grateful for.
Has there been anything that you kind of, you must be missing your family and your friends and maybe your animals a bit?
Yeah, but we have like friends here, and they're sort of like my family now. So it's very good here. Yeah.
And you're a really talented artist. Some of your
you.
creations are amazing. Is that what you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah, that's what I do. That was what I used to do when I finished university, because I had like nothing else to do. So I used to paint a lot and develop my skills at painting. Yeah.
And also, sort of media-wise, you're really good with making films and things like that. Have you just taught yourself that?
Yeah, just a hobby of mine. So I've been filming since I was little with my camera, and now I'm just using my phone and editing with apps and my iPhone.
What do you think you might want to go into after Masar?
Not sure yet. I'm still in the process of discovering what I want to be.
You've really made her relax. She's gone to sleep on you.
Yeah.
It seems to me like you've got a real bond with them already.
Yeah, kind of.
Lack of experience isn't holding Fatima back, and she clearly loves spending time with the foals, under the supervision of stud groom Richard, who has plenty of information to impart.
How many foals do you have here in Rutland Stud?
We have 20 foals this current season here residing at Rutland Stud, all different foaling ages. The first one was born in January and the last one was born in May.
Yeah.
These particular ones in this paddock are our January and February foalers.
No biting, please. I love her name.
What does her name mean?
Meditation.
Ah.
Yeah.
So we come back to the Godolphin pre-training yard to get a word with Noor, who's going to be riding out on one of the actual horses here, the thoroughbreds, as opposed to the pony for the first time. You're going to be riding Magical Touch, a filly that we know you get on well with. How are you feeling?
It is a bit nerve-wracking to have the responsibility to ride a thoroughbred here in the yard, but thankfully over the past 2 days we have bonded with the stabling and mucking out, so hopefully it'll go well.
Noor's partner for the morning is Dubawi filly Magical Touch, who is off to be trained in France after one run in the UK for Saeed bin Sarour. She's fit, so Noor's job will be to contain her for several circuits of the trotting ring, supervised by Declan and his team.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
It's not all hard work and early starts, because tonight the crew are unwinding with a bit of a barbecue. It's a special occasion because it's Lamya's birthday. Now, she's the baby of the group, but she's quite shy, so she won't want me to give away just how old she is. But I'm told she quite likes things Disney, so we've got a bit of a princess theme to proceedings this evening. And like any barbecue anywhere ever, it's the boys who are in charge of the grill.
So it's a beautiful sunny day. We decided to make a barbecue for Lamya because it's her birthday, and hopefully it's going to be a good one.
This is engineering 101. So the triangle of fire consists of oxygen, but we're blowing right now into the fire so it become more. Great information for you guys.
The other 8 students make sure it's an occasion to remember, with a cake and present for Lamya, who later confesses to feeling a little homesick at celebrating her birthday so far away from the UAE.
شكراً. شكراً كلكم. Yay. شكراً.
The trainees are encouraged to fend for themselves wherever possible, but they do have a professional chef Mandy, on hand to help with the cooking. She's also something of a mother figure and has a strong attachment to the group.
I looked after the boys last year, but I have the girls this year, so always on call for them.
And they seem a really great bunch. You must get quite close to them, do you?
They are a very nice bunch, yeah, both of them, boys and the girls.
And what sort of differences have you noticed, you know, since they got here in March and now? I mean, they must be growing confidence-wise, do you find?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. They're quite quiet. But this group has actually settled in quicker than last year's, whether it's because last year's group kind of spoke to them, told them what to expect, what the house was like, what we were like. So they came in knowing what they were coming to. So maybe that helped them. But they settled in really quickly.
What do you think is the main sort of thing that they learn from this whole experience? Obviously, some of them have never lived alone effectively, but outside of their families before. It's quite difficult for them.
Yeah, but they all seem very happy. There's been nobody pining for home or anything like that, and they all get on well. So yeah, the only thing they were worried about was the food.
Really?
Because everybody had told them that food was going to be so different. But we tried to cook like couscous and Arabic food and that kind of thing. So they like their chocolates, their desserts.
Another important member of the setup is former jockey Tom, who drives the trainees to and from their placements. His knowledge of Newmarket and of the racing industry is hugely valuable in helping them to settle in.
Some grow up during the period they're here and they learn a lot more, which is interesting.
And do you find that they sort of regard you as a bit of a father figure? Are you kind of, because when they get here, they mustn't know anything about the area.
They don't know anything about me, and I don't know anything about them. And you learn to bond with them and gel with them. So they kind of turn to me and ask me for little things, little favours, and can you get me this? Can you get me that? You know. So you have to sort of try to help them out in your own little way.
And when they go, you must miss them.
Relieved. No, it's just I go back to normal driving and my time is a bit slower than it is during the summer, basically, because during the project they do so many different things and they're all in different parts of the company as it is each week, so you have to sort of work your way to get them all there on time. Is the main thing. Timekeeping is important. So
there's clearly a close relationship between the trainees. They're very much part of a team, captained by Ali.
They seem to get on so well. They really are, as you say, it's quite a tight little unit, aren't they?
They are. I mean, they've never seen each other before. They don't know each other, and we had that 1 month of induction in Dubai, which I think created that bond between them. We also have a lot of lectures with one of the leadership companies that work on their soft skills. So how they communicate with each other, how they work as a team, how to problem solve. So we got them crack on day one to work with that company, that third-party companies, and it did benefit them a lot when they came here to Newmarket.
Next time, Mohammed tags along with the Godolphin travelling team at Newmarket.
There you go, P1s, dinner's on me.
Alia quizzes master trainer Saeed bin Saror.
So do you just see the horses progress like through the training and then gauge if they need to go from Tabita to turf?
And Abdulaziz spends a morning with John Gosden.
So will that be a step up in trip in the morning?
Yeah.